Welcome to another episode of Gamers Life, the show where we profile the hottest games and gadgets that you may want to add to your collection. Now look, if you ain't make it to E3, you missed a great showcase from Electronic Arts. We saw Madden 15 and Dragon's Age and other games that are going to be very exciting that come out soon. E3 was brought here to New York City courtesy of EA Summer Showcase. Your boys here at Gamers Life are here to check it out. So let's go see what's in store. We're here with Brian Murray, Director of Presentation from NFL Films, and we're here talking about Madden 15. So first of all, how does your filmmaker background help make Madden different from its predecessors?
Well, I mean, I looked at it like my background, right? I looked at it as a film. So I left NFL Films, I left the league to come to EA, which is a great partner of the NFL and NFLPA. And so I came down to EA and said, how can my background help us tell these stories within the game? And so the influence is definitely there. From the camera angles, like we have these great, we call them low mode cameras in the game. So at kickoff, you're gonna see a different camera. For like returners, things like that, with these beautiful low to high angle cameras that make the guys look like giants and heroes. So that's definitely an influence from NFL Films. And actually telling stories. That's what NFL Films does better than anybody.
So what are some of the other new features that sets Madden 15 apart from everybody else?
Okay, well let's go gameplay first. So defense is fun, like I said, right? Like Sherman's fun to play as him, right? So we have these features in the game like actual defensive camera. So when you're playing there, you can actually be on the angle of that defensive player that you're going to play. So you're on the other side of the line looking at the quarterback to tee him up, right? That's what everyone wants to do. So you can actually toggle, be the player that you want, have a camera from behind that area, and actually do this a jump to snap feature that we have too. So we're going to get an indicator where I'm on the sticks and I'm a defensive end and I'm out to get Peyton, and I feel that shock and I have the ability to actually trigger to make that early impact, and then we tell you, were you late? Or did you actually do it perfectly? And so you can disengage and possibly swing by, or did he hand the ball off? Can you reach? You know, things like that. So we're just giving you the ability to play defense. When I played defense previously, I was horrific. I was a liability to my own team, which means I was playing half the game, right? So happily we have these features so people like me, I can actually play defense now. And then for offense, we actually have better player accuracies this year. We actually have some great physics with the ball where basically we have these effort catches with our receivers where if the ball's thrown behind, which you might throw the ball late, so it might be behind, you actually see that receiver kind of reach back or reach forward, as opposed to
animations,
everything being here. Yeah, so it's a Gen 4 game, right? It should start looking like that.
Speaking of Gen 4, how did you use the next generation systems like Xbox One and PS4 to make a better experience for gamers?
Well, I mean, you can see it, you know, the money's on the screen. Graphics, lighting, I mean, you can see it. You can zoom in on a stitching of fabric and you can see that stitch. I mean, that's really what these consoles are all about, right? Being able to do things like that. But then also all of our logic in the game. There's so much logic in the game, from like, how are we cutting to these cameras? What are these cameras doing? How are these animations reacting in post-play? Things like that we couldn't do previously.
Well, it looks like gamers have a lot to look forward to in Madden NFL 15. Brian, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah.